Hello students, good morning. This is Prem Gupta, your English teacher. Dear students, in the previous classes we were discussing the chapter first, that is parts of speech. Dear students, in this chapter we have discussed all the parts of speech with definition with suitable examples. As well as we have also completed the exercises given in the books. We have completed 2 exercises, first and second, and third I had given the homework. Dear student, exercise third I had given the homework, and I hope that you all have completed, and those who have completed they will match, and those who have not completed they will complete with complete understanding. Okay students, so today we will discuss the exercise third. Okay, today we will discuss the exercise third, which is given at the page number 6. Dear students, in this question, the question is given, circle the interjection. You have to circle the interjection, and for interjection you have to circle everyone. Just open the book, page number 6, and put out the pencil also, because you have to complete this exercise with the help of pencil, not in your notebook. And the question is, circle the interjection as well as underline the preposition. We have to underline the preposition. And what is the next? Tick the conjunction. You have to tick on the word that is conjunction. Okay. So this is the question. So you have to circle the interjection and underline the preposition and tick on the conjunction. And before going to solve the answer of all these questions, we should know that what is interjection. I have told you in the previous classes that what is interjection. Interjection is a word that is used to show the sudden feeling or emotion in a sentence. Sudden feeling or emotion. For example, I have told you that hooray, when we won anything or match, or when we celebrate anything with happiness, at that time we use the word hooray. And there are so many other words. Alas, it shows the feeling of sorrow. Okay, when we are in trouble or someone dead, at that time we use alas. Okay, so what is interjection? Interjection is a word that is used to show the sudden feeling or emotion in a sentence. Okay, so I think you all have understand interjection. And the next, preposition. I have told you preposition is a word that is used generally before the noun or pronoun to show the relation with the other words in a sentence. Okay, generally we use it, preposition, before noun and pronoun, and it also shows the relation with the other words in a sentence. I have told you so many words that are used as a preposition. For example, in, on, into, beside, under, between, among. So many words are there, you have written in your copy. So you have to use, where there you find all these words, you can very easily understand that that is preposition. Okay students, and the third is conjunction. What is conjunction? I have told you in the previous classes that conjunction is a linking word, that is joining word. Okay, that is used, a conjunction is used to join two words or two sentences. Okay, Conjunction is a word that is used to join two or more than two words in a sentences. Okay? And a conjunction is also used to join two sentences or more than two sentences. Okay, students, so in this question what you have to do first, and circle the interjection and underline the preposition and tick on the conjunction. So first of all we will see the first question. Let's see the first question. It is given if. Just see, if it is given in your book, no need to write, you only see. If the sums are difficult, if the sums are difficult, I shall solve them for you. I shall solve them for you. This is the sentence. Okay, and now what you have to do, circle the interjection. You just find out, is there interjection word in this sentence? I have told you interjection. After interjection we put the exclamation sign, but there is no exclamation sign in this sentence, so there is no interjection in this sentence. Okay, now come to the preposition. We will search the preposition. Preposition, if the sums are difficult, I shall solve them for you. So in this sentence, for, here the word for is used before the pronoun you, therefore the word for is preposition in this sentence. Okay, student, so you have to underline it, the word for. Underline the word for. Everyone just underline the word for. Okay, and the next conjunction in this word, in this sentence, what is conjunction? If, because there are two sentences. You can see, if there is a condition, if, that is one sentence, the sums are difficult, that is one sentence, and next sentence is I shall solve them. Okay, I shall solve them for you, that is another sentence. And these two sentences has been joined with the help of if. Okay, if the sums are difficult, here the word if is used as a conjunction. Okay, therefore I have also given the words what are the conjunction. There are so many words that are used as a conjunction. For example, and, but, if, because. Okay, or there are so many words you have written in your copy, you can see from there. And so in this sentence, in the question number first, there is no interjection in this sentence. And what is preposition? The preposition is for. You have to underline this, as the question is underline for the preposition. And what is conjunction? The word if is conjunction. Just do it, everyone, within 10 seconds. And I hope that you all have understand. If you have any kind of problem, you can mention in the comment. And the next question. See the next question. Alas. Second question. Alas. A-L-A-S. After that is interjection. Alas, a bus collide with a train. And he got killed. And he got killed. This is the another sentence. You see, And just see, in this sentence, what is interjection? I have told you number of time. The sign of interjection is exclamation sign, that you have read in the chapter sentence in the previous classes. So here the word alas is what? Interjection. That is already given, and you have to circle it. It is already circled in the book, so no need to circle. And next question, just see, alas, it shows the feeling of sorrow. A bus collided with a train. It is used before the a train. Train is a noun. It is used before the train, a noun. Therefore, that is preposition, and you have to underline the preposition. Okay? And I have told you, and is a conjunction that is used to join the two words or two sentences. So that is conjunction. So you tick on the conjunction. Okay, students? So this is the answer. In the second question number second, you will circle the word alas, that is already circled in the book, so no need to circle. And you have to underline the word with, because this is a preposition in this sentence, and you have to tick on the word and. Why? Because that is the conjunction. Okay, students, if you have any kind of problem, you can ask. Okay, with is preposition, and is conjunction, and alas is interjection. Okay, come to the next question. Question number third. And those who have written wrong, they may make correct. And those who have not written, just write down. Question number third. What is question number third? Do not follow the horse. The question is that do not follow the horse. Okay? Do not follow the horse. It may hurt you. Comma. It may hurt you. This is the sentence, and you have to find out the interjection, the preposition, and the conjunction. So in this sentence, do not follow the horse. There is no interjection in this sentence. It may hurt you. It may hurt you. Dear student, in this sentence, no interjection is used, and preposition, there is no preposition is used in this sentence, as well as conjunction. There is no conjunction also used in this sentence. So in this sentence, no interjection, no preposition, no conjunctions are used here. Okay? In this sentence, no interjection, no preposition, no conjunctions used. Okay, so you leave this sentence as it is. Come to the next question. Question number 4. Question number 4, you can see just, please wait for me. Please wait for me. Until T-I-L. Until I come back. Until I come back. Come back. This is the sentence. Okay, now you have to find out the interjection. I have told you where there you find the sign of exclamation, but in this sentence there is no exclamation sign, so there is no interjection. And now see the preposition. Here the word for. Here the word for is used as a preposition because it is also used before the noun pronoun, Okay, and it also shows the relation with the other words. Therefore, that is preposition. So underline the word for. Okay, and until, and now see, it joins the two words, the first two sentences. Please wait for me, that is one sentence, and there is a conjunction used, and then after the another sentence I come back. So in this sentence there is no interjection, there is a preposition for, okay, and conjunction is until, and you have to underline the word for because this is preposition, and you have to tick on the word until because this is conjunction. Okay, understood, students? I hope you all have understand what to do in this sentence. And now see the next question. Just do it fast, and we will do the next question now. Question number 5. Just see question number 5. What is question number 5? Just see, hooray, HURRAH exclamation sign. Hooray, both my sister and I stood first in the essay competition. In the essay competition. COMPETITION. Okay, this is the sentence. This is very long sentence. And now see, I have told you where there you find this sign, exclamation sign, that is interjection. So in this sentence, what is interjection? The word hooray. You have to circle it. It is already circled in your books, so no need to circle. Circle the word hurrah, and both my sister and, here the word and is what? I have told you number of times, and is conjunction. So tick on the word conjunction. I have told you for conjunction you will tick. So both my sister and is used here as a conjunction, so you will tick on that. And I stood first in, here in is preposition in this sentence because it is used before the noun. As a competition, it is a competition's name. So, and it also shows the relation with the other words. Therefore, that is preposition. The word in is preposition in this sentence, and the word and is conjunction in this sentence, and the word hooray is interjection in this sentence. Okay, students, I hope that you all have understand. Okay, just do it fast. Just write down. And the question number 6. Now see the question number 6. What is question number 6? Just see. Others goes to the temple on foot, but Akash goes by bus. This is the question given in your book, page number 6. So you have to find. Just see, others is noun others goes to the temple. Here to, here the word to, here the word to is used as a preposition because it is used before the noun, the temple, and it also shows the relation with the other words of the sentence. So the word to is preposition in this sentence. On foot, on foot, that is also preposition, that is also preposition. And on foot, but here is used to join the two sentences. देखो, such first sentence is that others goes to temple on foot, that is one sentence. Akash goes by bus, that is another sentence. And these two sentences has been linked, are joined with the word but. So but is used here as a conjunction. So you have to tick on the word but, and that is also by. By is preposition. The word by is preposition in this sentence because it is used before the noun bus, and it also shows the relation with the other words Akash goes. Okay, so in this sentence the word to is preposition, on is preposition, by is preposition. Okay, there are three preposition in this sentence, and the word but is conjunction, and there is no interjection used in this sentence. Okay students, okay, just write down. Okay students, so in this way your all the exercises has been completed. All the exercises have been completed, and I hope that you all have completed the exercises given in the book, and you have also completed your book and copy both. So dear students, in the next class we will discuss the next chapter, or next, I was thinking to start the literature portion, that is Open Skies book, and there is a first poem, that is Daffodils. In the next class we will discuss that, and for today that's it only. And you try to understand all the parts of speech in detail, and I hope that you all have understand, because since starting of the session I am just teaching you this topic, and I hope that you all have understand what is noun, what is pronoun, what is adjective, what is verb, what is adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection, and you have also completed your exercises. So I hope that everything is clear in your mind. So from the next class we will discuss the another topic. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.